is Val Marmillion, former director of America's Wetland Foundation, home and native, longtime Louisianian. Your family history goes back forever, just about. And what I want to ask you about, Val, is this entire situation of our coastal land loss, our coastal restoration program, the master plan, and the canceling by Governor Landry of a project that already broke ground 2 years ago, the Mid-Barataria Sediment Diversion Project. Your reaction to that?
Well, I think canceling it is canceling out over decades of work among 4 governors to try to make coastal land loss not as big of an issue in Louisiana and to save all the citizens South Louisiana. The America's Wetland Foundation was always about a natural process to return the river that was closed off in 1927 to the wetlands. It's the only way they grow. You know, when we were little boys in Catholic school, we were taught that the Christian way was to connect the earth to our studies. And it seems like we've gotten away from that. And the people that are promoting canceling this seem to be saying, oh, well, it's an act that we need to do. Well, you don't cancel out all of this research. That's wrong.
The narrative, actually, the script and the facts on this, that's all trying to be changed by those politicians, it seems like.
Well, as I recall, the lieutenant governor was going to run for governor, and we've always known his position. He represented the oyster fishermen. And I understand he was trying to help his constituents, but all of a sudden he wasn't running, and we have a governor in Louisiana who now, you know, is saying that we don't need a major diversion, which is going to protect about 1 million people, by the way, and also return valuable wetlands that have been lost. Look, you fly out of New Orleans and everything is water.
Yep.
And the only way we were going to solve that problem was reconnect the river to the wetlands.
Now, your work with coastal restoration goes far back and much farther than people are even aware. Go back to 1972, your work with John Breaux, then Senator John Breaux.
Well, yes, he was a lead author on a bill to amend the coastal management plans in Congress. And that's how long we've been working on this. Let me tell you, this is not extremely difficult to understand. Bayou Lafourche and Bayou Terrebonne were distributaries for the natural sediment, and it grew alluvial soils and lands that the wetlands survived around. And we cut that off, okay? The Corps of Engineers, 1927, that seems way far for a lot of people, but they cut the sediments off to the natural lands when they built the levees to protect people from flooding. We get that. It was good at the time. But at that time, 1927, they knew that they would kill the wetlands, which at that time were seen by many people as wastelands and not important. Well, go fast forward to now, people have populated those wetlands. People love to hunt and fish in those wetlands. And now we're destroying them. And now the acts that we're taking now politically are destroying them further.
What would you tell people of Louisiana what they need to know about this and what they should be keenly aware of as they go about their daily business and act like really nothing's changing or nothing's happening?
Well, it's a shame that people don't really realize what's happened and that this entire issue has been made political. This is not a political issue. Listen, there is climate change. You can take the words out of all the books, but it is a scientific fact, and everyone should realize it. But let me tell you who climate change hurts. It hurts my dad, who used to fish in the Gulf of Mexico. He loved fishing every Saturday. He hunted in the wetlands. This is a real problem for those people particularly who moved and lived and grew their families in South Louisiana so they could hunt and fish and recreate in a place now being destroyed that didn't need to be destroyed.
Thankful to talk to you so much. Val, appreciate your input and your perspective and your long history, your knowledge of all this. Good to see
Andre,
you.
you know quite a bit on this issue yourself, and I think when we had the America's Wetland Campaign, you were an advocate for natural processes to save the wetlands, and of course, the people of Louisiana should appreciate that as well.